Today we're back in the early 2000s when nature decided to try its hand at rendering errors. We're diving into the Antarctic ice to explore the 7 most mysterious creatures the internet has ever created, hybrids of science and collective nightmares. Be sure to check out #3 and #4 where hunger turns into a demon and a loudspeaker screams, 2 perfect examples of the human imagination should have a lunch break. And now, on to #7, where your first fear is waiting under your bed. Number 7. NINGEN. If there's one creature designed purely to wreck your sleep schedule, this is it. Imagine something the size of a whale, white as a ghost, and vaguely human-shaped, drifting under Antarctic ice like a frozen mime with no exit plan. The legend started in Japan in the early 2000s, when a crew of whalers claimed they saw a giant human thing swimming beside their ship. A Japanese paranormal magazine ran a blurry white photo, the internet lost its mind. And suddenly we had Underwater Slenderman Polar Edition. They say NINGEN stretches almost 100 feet long, no eyes, no mouth, no expression, just a snowman someone tried to 3D print and gave up halfway. No DNA, no samples, just a photo blurrier than a gas station security cam in 1998. Science says optical illusion caused by light and ice. The internet says shut up, we've seen him. Now NINGEN lives rent-free on Reddit creepypasta threads and fan art. And the creepiest part, we've only explored about 10% of Antarctica. So if you ever see a massive white hand waving from under the ice, wave back. Then start running. Number 6. OGOPOGO. If Loch Ness has the spotlight in Scotland, Canada's got its own monster, OGOPOGO, the lake serpent that practically invented ecotourism. The story began with the Syilx Nation near Okanagan Lake, who spoke of a water spirit named Na-a-thk that demanded offerings before letting boats pass. Settlers showed up, retold it, and boom, the legend morphed into a 49-foot snake thing with slick black skin, a horse-like head, and a wavy body that screams sea hose malfunction. OGOPOGO's big public debut came in 1926 when over 30 people swore they saw it rise from the lake. Since then, blurry photos, shaky videos, and thousands of "I swear I saw it" stories. The local government, they went full Disney, built a cute statue and started selling plush toys. Marketing level 100 out of 100. Scientists blame waves, logs, or big fish. But when you're out in that fog and something the length of a semi slides under your boat, trust me, you're not thinking about logs. Today, OGOPOGO is Canada's happiest monster, complete with merch, ice cream, and its own theme song. It's not just folklore. It's a brand. Probably the only cryptid in the world with a legitimate business license. Number 5. Hippogriff. If you ever thought nature sometimes gets too creative, meet the hippogriff, part eagle, part warhorse, and 100% drama. It first appeared in the Renaissance poem Orlando Furioso, where author Ariosto claimed it was born from an impossible love between a griffin and a mare. Yes, that's right, a lion-eagle monster dating a horse. And people say modern relationships are complicated. The hippogriff supposedly flies faster than lightning, crosses oceans, and only lets the brave ride on its back. If you approach without bowing, though, congratulations, you're about to get your face exfoliated by talons the size of pizza pans. Modern fame came from Harry Potter, specifically Buckbeak, soaring with Harry over the lake. That scene made the whole planet go wow, proving that CGI is sometimes stronger than genetics. Science says impossible, 2 genomes can't merge like that. Hollywood says, hold my butterbeer. The hippogriff may not exist, but it's proof that sometimes the impossible just needs a good pair of wings. And hey, if you've made it this far, still breathing, and haven't yeeted your phone out of fear, do the civilized thing, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment saying, I'm definitely not saying the word Skinwalker. Because right now, even YouTube can't decide whether this show belongs under education or nightmares. And that's exactly why we keep going. Number 4. Siren Head. Ever heard someone call your name in the woods? Familiar voice. Could be your mom. Could be a cop. Then you turn around, and there's a 30-foot skeleton with 2 rusty loudspeakers for a head. Meet Siren Head, born in 2018 from artist Trevor Henderson, but adopted by the internet as a screaming meme. Tall as a pine tree, thin as a phone pole, and sounding like a car crash between radio static air raid sirens and crying toddlers. 5 seconds of that noise and your brain hits Control plus Alt plus Delete. The creepy part, the idea's ancient. For centuries, people told stories of spirits mimicking human voices to lure travelers off the path. Siren Head is just that legend remastered in 4 kelvins with Bluetooth horror. They say it can copy anyone, your mom, your local FM station, maybe even you. No eyes, no ears, yet somehow it hears everything. Some folks claim those speakers are its eyes and ears. Is it organic? Mechanical, a lost alien signal, science shrugs. Reddit screams. And honestly, you don't need proof. Just hear a loudspeaker crackle at midnight, and you'll remember Siren Head forever. It doesn't have to exist, it just has to echo. Number 3. Wendigo. When hunger turns into a spirit. Picture this: you're lost in the Canadian woods in the dead of winter. You're starving, freezing, and there's one person left with you. You eat them? Congratulations. You just unlocked the Wendigo skin pack. According to Algonquian legend, anyone who eats human flesh in desperation becomes a Wendigo. 10 to 13 feet tall, pale skin stretched over bone antlers like a nightmare deer and eyes that burn in the snow. But the real terror isn't how it looks, it's the hunger. Endless. It eats souls, not meat. This wasn't just folklore. In the early 1900s, doctors in Canada actually recorded Wendigo psychosis. People trapped by blizzards believed they were turning into monsters. Some even begged to be killed before they ate someone. That's folklore evolving into full-blown psychology. Today, the Wendigo has moved out of the forest and into pop culture, movies, games, comics. From Until Dawn to Supernatural, it's become a symbol of greed, always hungry, never full. Science says it's not real. But if you've ever chased something, money, fame, validation, until you lost your humanity, well, the Wendigo's already in your mirror. Go ahead. Ask it. Still hungry. Number 2. Skinwalker Desert Wi-Fi but cursed. If you ever hear your own name whispered across the Utah desert at night, don't answer. That voice might belong to a skinwalker, a Navajo witch who traded their soul for shape-shifting powers. Ancient Navajo tales say only those who commit the worst of sins become skinwalkers. By day they pass as normal humans. By night they glitch into beasts. Wrinkled skin, twisted limbs, eyes black as void. They move like a laggy server, jerky, unnatural, out of sync with reality. Here's the twist: the Navajo people avoid saying the word skinwalker at all. They believe speaking it calls it closer. Which means, yeah, I've already said it twice. My bad. Most stories come from Arizona, Utah, and New Mexico deserts, so quiet you can hear your own paranoia. Now Skinwalker has become an internet icon. Creepypastas, the Skinwalker's subreddit, video games. Every version's different, but the core remains: it mimics your voice. Science says no evidence. Locals say try saying that outside at 2 a.m. And if you ever hear yourself calling your own name in the dark, just block it. Number 1. The Boogeyman. If you ever hid under your blanket as a kid because something moved under the bed, congrats. You've already met the Boogeyman, the chief executive of Global Fear Industries. He has no fixed look. Some say he's a tall shadow with arms long enough to change the TV channel from the doorway. Others swear they've seen a thin gray man with headlights for eyes and no face at all. Whatever he is, he always shows up where you feel safest. Closet. Attic. Under the bed. The comfort zone. But haunted. The legend goes back to medieval Europe when parents needed a bedtime enforcer. In Spain, he's El Coco. In Germany, Der Schwarzmann. In Arabia, Abu Kirker. Different names. Same job description: when the lights go out, I clock in. Because he has no true form, everyone sees a different boogeyman. Science calls it pareidolia, your brain turning shadows into faces. Kids call it whatever the heck's under my bed. These days, the boogeyman's gone corporate: horror movies, rock songs, video games, even John Wick. Yeah, Keanu's nickname is literally the Boogeyman. He doesn't need proof. He's the chill you feel when you look over your shoulder for no reason. He's not out there. He's in here. And that's why he never dies. There you have it. Welcome to Beats Lore, where we decode the mysteries between science and human primal fears. Next time we will continue to explore mysterious creatures, but this time with a new top list for you to choose from. A. Deep sea monsters. B. Super strange creatures in evolutionary history. C. Legendary phenomena of mankind. Type A, B, or C with a reason in the comment section. We will read and include your choice in the rankings of the next episode. And remember, like divided by, subscribe divided by bell, so you don't miss the next episode where each top list will open a new mysterious door to the world of legend and truth.